Welcome back to EDU-Tutor. Today we're going to be looking at linkage industries, which are industries that are connected because they depend on each other. Now, a linkage industry can be connected to another industry because they obtain or sell raw materials to that industry. Therefore, the output of one industry will become the input of the other industry. Now, there are two types of linkage industries that you need to know about, and that those are the forward linkage and the backward linkage. What is a forward linkage? So, if the final product of one industry is used in another industry as its raw material, then that is a forward linkage. So, of course, we're going to discuss some examples. All around you every day, you experience examples of forward linkages. So the example on the screen, it says sugar produced from a sugar factory is used to bake pastries. So think about it. At the sugar factory, the sugar is the output because that is the finished product. And then the bakery is going to buy that sugar. So it's going to be used as the input in the bakery to bake the pastries. So therefore, the input is the output of the previous industry, right? So therefore, that is a forward linkage. Other examples would include agriculture and canning. So if you think about mackerel or any type of fish that is canned, right? From the agriculture industry, we sell the fish. The fish becomes the input of the canning industry, and when they put it in the can now, it is manufactured, right? The lumber and construction industry, and also the cattle farming and meat processing. Now, on the other hand, we have backward linkage, and this occurs when the demand of one industry will lead to the establishment of another industry to produce the needs of this industry. So, this happens when the input or the raw material did not exist before, or there was no industry for that to exist. So, an example is the establishment of several multinational fast food restaurants in the Caribbean led to new businesses being established to supply these restaurants with raw materials, which include vegetables, ground provisions, meats, and paper based products. So, here we have an example of a linkage. So, the tourist pays to dine at the restaurant and sit on its furniture to eat. Then the restaurant will purchase furniture from local furniture makers. The local furniture maker uses hardware store supplies to make furniture, and the hardware store sell glue, nails, and tools to furniture makers. So what you will notice that all of these industries are linked somewhat because they produce the raw material for the previous industry. All right. So what are some benefits of linkages? So, linkage industries or linkages are very important. The first one is because of economic ties, which creates job opportunities. So, the ties between these industries will give employment opportunities to other persons. It also promotes innovation and use of new technology and encourages large scale production for local and export demand. It promotes cooperation between the different industries and leads to an increased household income and foreign exchange. However, we have some barriers to linkages. Lack of venture capital for primary sector development. It also have limited access to foreign markets and investment in equipment and machinery can be expensive for us to manufacture an output to create a new input. All right, so that is it on linkages. If you have any questions, please comment below if you want me to explain anything. If not, thank you for watching and I hope you enjoyed this video. Bye.